So this is the major scale position 2, and what you might notice through these little videos is that every position number starts on the number note in the scale, right? So the previous video was position 1, which started on the note 1, which is the root, right? So the key of A started on A, right? So position 2 is actually going to start on the second note of that scale, and it's going to go up to the second note, right? And that's true for all of the positions, right? Position 1 through position 7, it's going to start on whatever note it's named after, right? And the reason we're numbering the notes instead of saying what the notes are is because these positions, we're thinking of them as shapes. It's movable all over the fretboard. The names of the notes will change depending on what key you're playing in, but the number and the shapes won't change. The second note of a major scale is the same distance from the root note in any other major scale. So we're going to keep with the key of A just to make all of these videos mesh up and you kind of learn the major scale all the way up and down the fretboard in the same key, and then you can kind of take it from there. Since these are all shapes, they're all movable. It just depends on where you start and like the context that you're playing in, right? All right, second position. It's going to start on the second note. All right, so playing the key of A. Keep it all in the same key here to make it a little bit easier to kind of understand where all these shapes take place in relation to each other. All right, so the key of A. Remember, position 1 started here, 5th fret, low E string. But we're going to start on the second note, which was the 7th fret, low E string. And then we're going to continue from there. Right? So, first note of the second position in the key of A major. 7th fret, low E. 9th fret, low E. 10th fret, low E. We're going to go down a string, play the 7th fret, A string. We're going to play the 9th fret, A string. The 11th fret, A string. We're going to go down another string here to the D string. We're going to play the 7th fret. 9th fret, D string. 11th fret, D string. And we're going to go down a string again to the G string, and we're going to play 7th fret here. 9th fret, G string. We're going to go down a string again. 7th fret, B string. 9th fret, B string. 10th fret, B string. Down a string again. 7th fret, high E. 9th fret, high E. And finally, the 10th fret, high E. Alright, so all together. For all the shapes for all these videos, what we're going to do is actually combine them. So instead of just playing down like this, a good practice would be to switch between the first position and the second position, back and forth, so that you are more comfortable using them both, thinking of them as one, right? You can look to each position as a reference to kind of remember where you're at, so you know what notes to play around it. But by combining them, you're opening up more of the fretboard by doing so. So again, this is the key of A, so you can play, you can find backing tracks here on YouTube that are in the key of A, or you can play it over top of a minor, because every major has a relative minor key, and that'd be the key of F sharp, right? So, what you would do combine them together so that you're comfortable. That way you know where they're at. Alright, so that was the major scale in position 2. Practice this, get comfortable, and then we'll move on to position 3.